Okay, perfect. Noora, you take the left side of the branch, and I'll take the right. First one to sketch 3 different leaf shapes wins.
Oh, I already see one with curly edges. And that one looks like a feather doing jazz hands.
Oh, well, isn't this just cozy? A leaf sketching club with exclusionary membership criteria.
Oh, Suhail, you're welcome to join if you want to sketch with us.
Sketch? Oh, please, seagulls don't sketch. We chart with compasses and salt and tears.
Are you okay, Captain Suhail?
I'm fine. Perfectly fine. I just noticed nobody ever picks the seagull first. Not for leaf games, not for pebble collecting, not for synchronized feather flapping. Never the first, always the flapping third wheel.
You're not a third wheel. You're our wheel.
Also, we only started sketching like 45 seconds ago.
Exactly 45 crushing seconds of being overlooked. The longest exile since the Great Shell Shortage of '82.
Mirage Digital presents The Amazing Stories with Zaki the Hoopoe. Season 3, Episode 4. The Brotherhood of Madinah. Salaam, my amazing friends! It's me, Zaki, your favorite storytelling hoopoe, here with another true tale from the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Now, have you ever felt a little left out, like everyone else got picked before you, or maybe you were the last one chosen for a game or a team?
Even Captain Suhail feels that way sometimes.
Sometimes, young featherling, I've made a career out of being dramatically underappreciated.
Well, dramatic or not, it's a real feeling, and it's something the Prophet, peace be upon him, understood deeply. When the people around him needed more than a home, he gave them a family.
Wait, you can make a family?
Sometimes, yes. Not with magic, but with love, trust, and a promise to stand beside someone, no matter what.
And snacks. Never forget the snacks.
Let's just say there's more than one way to be a brother or a sister. Theme of the day. Today's theme, my friends, is something the Prophet, peace be upon him, built with love, a kind of family made not by birth, but by choice. It's called Makkah, the Brotherhood of Faith.
Brotherhood? Wait, does that mean it was only for boys?
Great question, Noora. Back then they used the word brotherhood, but what it really meant was something for everyone. It was about hearts being joined, not just names. So yes, there was sisterhood too.
Yes, I once had a sisterly bond with a walrus named Noora. Fierce flipper, terrible singing voice.
It means choosing to care for someone, even if they're different from you. Especially if they're different from you.
So I could have a sister in faith? Like someone I'd help or pray for or share my last jelly date with?
Exactly. That's what the Prophet wanted, for people who had nothing in common except their love of Allah to become like family.
You had me until the jelly date. There are limits, you know.
Let's just say, today's story is about how strangers became family and what it really means to be someone's brother or sister in faith. Chapter 1, A City with Two Names. Close your eyes and imagine a city with golden sand, tall palm trees, and little houses made of stone and mud. Now picture 2 big hills on either side and a peaceful sky above. This city had a name, Yathrib. That's what people used to call it.
Yathrib? That's a funny word. Is it still called that?
Not anymore, because when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, came to live there, everything changed. The streets, the homes, even the people's hearts.
I once changed a ship's name mid-sailing. Chaos. The parrots got lost, the maps got wet, and I ended up in a banana market twice.
This city became Medina, the city of the Prophet, not just because of a name, but because of love, kindness, sharing. People started helping each other in ways no one expected. Now, my friends, I want you to imagine something big, leaving your house, your toys, your school, your books, and walking far, far away to a new place. That's what the Prophet's friends had to do.
The Muhajirun?
Yes, the Muhajirun were the ones who came from Makkah. They left behind everything because they loved Allah and wanted to stay safe.
But where did they sleep? What did they eat?
At first, they didn't know, but that's when something beautiful happened. The people of Medina, the Ansar, welcomed them like family. One family shared their rice and dates, another gave half their home, and someone even gave away their only blanket just so a new friend wouldn't sleep cold that night.
That's really nice.
Generous, yes, but no blanket. I get chilly if the wind gives me a funny look.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, saw all this kindness, but he also saw something else, something missing. The Muhajirun and Ansar were together, but not quite connected yet, not like family. So he did something special, something big, something that made strangers become like brothers and sisters. Chapter 2. You Are My Brother Now. One day, not long after everyone had settled in Medina, the Prophet, peace be upon him, called all the Muslims together. The people sat in two groups. On one side were the Muhajirun, the travelers who came from Makkah. On the other side were the Ansar, the people of Medina who opened their homes to help.
Wait, what do those names mean?
A great question, Noora. The Muhajirun were the ones who had to leave Makkah. They left their houses, their clothes, their toys, everything, just to stay safe and follow Allah's path. And the Ansar were the helpers. That's what Ansar means, the helpers. They were already living in Medina, and they welcomed the Prophet and his friends like family.
So one group left everything behind, and the other group gave everything they had?
Yep, but even with all that kindness, something was still missing. The two groups smiled at each other, but they weren't fully connected. Not yet. They had different accents, different clothes, different ways of doing things. But they all loved Allah. They all followed the Prophet. And the Prophet knew love was the best place to begin. So the Prophet did something that had never been done before. He stood before them and said, "From today, each of you will be joined with a brother from the other side. You will help one another, pray for one another, and care for one another, like family."
He paired them up like feather fellows on a flying team.
Yes. One man stood up and said to his new brother, "Half of my home is yours, and I have 2 gardens. Take one."
He gave him half of everything?
He did. And do you know what his new brother said? He smiled and said, "Just show me the market. I can earn. I just feel lucky to have been chosen."
That's so kind. Both of them.
I once offered my backup Seagull cracker. I regretted it immediately. True story.
This wasn't just about food or homes. It was about saying, "You're not alone anymore. You're mine now, and I'll care for you like family." That's what mu'aka means. It's not just brotherhood, it's love you choose, a heart promise.
So they were all brothers now?
Yes, even though they didn't grow up together, they became like brothers. Medina wasn't just a city anymore, it was a family. Everyone had been paired, everyone had someone. Smiles and hugs filled the room. Strangers were now family, but then there was one person who didn't have a brother yet. Not because he was forgotten, not because he was left out. It was because he was the one doing the pairing. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not have a brother. Chapter 3. The One Who Was Chosen. Everyone had been paired. One by one, the prophet, peace be upon him, had chosen people to be brothers, until the room was full of smiles, hugs, and brand new friendships. The Muhajirun and the Ansar, travelers and helpers, were no longer strangers. They were family now. But in all that joy, two people stood without a partner.
Two?
Yes, the prophet, peace be upon him, had not chosen a brother for himself. And there was one more person still standing, quietly, patiently. Ali.
Oof, been there. One time I hosted a feather fluffing contest, and no one fluffed me back.
Everyone else had someone. Arms were wrapped around shoulders. Laughter danced in the air. But Ali stood alone. Not upset, not frowning, just quiet. He didn't ask, "What about me?" He didn't stomp his feet. He just waited.
That's hard, especially when everyone else is busy hugging and date sharing like there's no tomorrow.
Ali didn't want to cause trouble. He trusted the prophet completely. But after a quiet moment, he softly said, "You helped everyone find a brother, but you haven't chosen anyone for me." But the prophet hadn't forgotten Ali, not at all. He had saved him, for last, for something greater. He turned to Ali. His eyes were kind. His voice was strong but gentle. The prophet said, "You are my brother, in this world and the next."
He wasn't left out. He was chosen by the prophet himself.
That's right. The prophet didn't need to look for a brother. He already knew who his heart had picked all along. Ali didn't get a partner. He got the prophet, and a bond that would shine for the rest of their lives.
By the golden fish of friendship. That's how you end a pairing ceremony.
Feathers of wisdom.
Okay. I loved that story. But I've got questions. Big ones. Like, what if you're not picked first? Or what if you have to be the one who chooses someone else?
Both are important, Noora. Sometimes we're the ones waiting to be chosen. And sometimes we're the ones who can make someone feel like they belong.
But what if you're a girl? It's called Brotherhood. But that doesn't mean it's just for boys, right?
Absolutely right. Back then, people said brotherhood because that was the word they used. But the love behind it, that was for everyone.
So sisterhood is real too?
Oh yes, when you stand by someone, care for them, pray for them. That's sisterhood. That's mu'aka, and it matters just as much.
So I could say to my friend, I choose you. You're like family to me.
That's the spirit of Medina right there.
And if you ever need backup snacks, a grumpy bird, or someone to shout poetic encouragement from a tree stump, I volunteer as tribute.
Aw, Uncle Suhail. You'd be my uncle brother any day.
Uncle brother, I like that. I want it on a sash. Embroidered.
The city of Medina wasn't just full of people. It was full of love, trust, and chosen family. And from that day on, no one was left out, not even Ali, because the prophet, peace be upon him, made sure everyone belonged.
I love that. Next time I feel left out, I'm going to remember Ali. And remember that sometimes being saved for last means something really special.
That's exactly right, Noora. Next time, you'll hear something that made the whole city stop and listen. One voice, one call.
Ooh, I can't wait!
Remember, my beloved featherlings, you don't have to be picked first to be the best. You just have to be ready when love calls your name. Also, I absolutely want that sash. Uncle brother. Capital U, capital B, gold trim.
This story was produced by Mirage Digital. Voices provided by Wayne Holland as Zaki and Curtis Fletcher as Captain Suhail. Episode written, directed, and edited by Syed Kashef and Atef Hussain. For more content by Mirage Digital, please visit our site at www.mirage.digital.
Content copyright and production copyright 2026 by Mirage Digital.